Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Addicted Soul, and today I'm going to talk about this new pen which is called as Classmate Octane. This is the Classmate Octane. This is an inexpensive pen and it is definitely a school pen, or I can say student's pen. Very cool and reliable pen in everybody's budget. Made in India pen, manufactured by Ambitious Pens Delhi and marketed by ITC Limited. So Classmate Octane comes in two energetic and high spirited colors, that is this vibrant green, if I say, and this sour orange. So these are the two colors in which these pens comes. So let's talk about the build quality with look and feel of this pen. I would like to start with the clip first. So I have opened up the pen for you so that I can easily explain the parts and can tell you what exactly the parts have in them. So we'll start with the clip, and as you can see there are two holes, air holes, and the clip is made of plastic which shows Octane printed over it. The cap has, this is the cap has these four cutouts that present a nice visual appeal, and there are small snouts on both sides of the cuts, this and this. Quite a thin long barrel. If we'll talk about the barrel, this is quite a thin long barrel with a cutout at the bottom. As you can see, this is the cutout at the bottom, and the little faucets to maintain the symmetry of the design with the cap. As you can see, this is to maintain the symmetry of the design in comparison with the cap. So on the barrel it says, as you can see, not on this one it's faded out, and on this one it's still there, Classmate Octane Fountain. But the best and the greatest scene that I have discovered accidentally is that this printed name here, which is almost vanished here, this can be scraped off with your fingernail like this. As you can see, a little bit of print is there. See how it's going off. So this can be scraped off easily with a small amount of scratching with your fingernail. Has a simple shafted tapered down section. This is the section which flares out at the nib end and has got these at the bottom. And if we talk about the nib, generic steel nib, this is the nib. As you can see, it is a generic steel nib with a plastic feed. This is the feed, a plastic feed and a generic steel nib. On unscrewing the barrel, when you unscrew the barrel, they are fitted with these type of extra long cartridge or refill, which are fitted here like this. And again you can see the branding of Classmate Octane printed over here, which can be easily removed again with a fingernail. So the cartridge is made of cheap plastic. As you can see, this is a cheap plastic cartridge. And another thing is that there is a hole at the end of the barrel. Here you can see there is a hole at the end of the barrel, so this can't be converted into an eyedropper. And secondly, the space inside this barrel, as you can see, the space inside this barrel is so less that it will not allow to fit in the converter as well. So this leaves us with only one option, that is using a refill. If I'll talk about posting of this pen, so this pen posts securely like this and adjusts nice in hand, and after posting it converts into a well balanced pen, unquestionably long and light pen. And it comes with two international size cartridges. So this is how it looks like after assembling. So now let's discuss about the things that I like and I don't like about this pen. So I'll start with, it is a nice long pen that uses an extra long international cartridge that holds decent amount of ink, which benefits students while using this pen for long writing sessions. But this long cartridge, no doubt this long cartridge holds a lot of ink, as it is twice the size of short cartridge or any converter. So that's a boon to students. But on the other hand, the quality of the cartridge is really poor, and it is not a proprietary cartridge. It is a regular international size cartridge, maybe a Chinese made, and over a period of time it develops the sign of wear and tear, as I can show you here in this one, which I have already used. You can see the cracks here. Let me show you. It develops these cracks. I hope you are able to see the cracks or crack marks on the cartridge. So it cracks easily, and sometimes ink leakage issues are there. Like you can see, here is a crack in this one. See, this is cracked from here. This is the crack. So, and if we talk about the nibs, very simple and generic steel nib, and they claim it is a iridium tipped nib, but I seriously doubt it. Under this price range, no doubt it's a tipped nib, but the question is that it is really iridium, maybe some other metal, but as it is a tipped nib, it can last long. So that's the con of this nib. That's the pros of this nib, sorry. And it's a fine medium nib. Nib is nice, but nothing extraordinary about it, but it gets the job done, writes decently, smooth, but not the smoothest, as I can say, but can be further turned and tuned with a slight effort. And finishing of this pen is not up to the mark, as we have already seen that the printing comes out just by rubbing. But what else you can expect in this cheap price range of rupees 40 or say $50 pen? On the other hand, it's decent lightweight pen, especially for kids and students and the first time fountain pen users. So they are surely going to enjoy it, love it while writing and making notes. One more con is that I tried to fit it with a converter, and yes, let me show you. I was actually using a generic converter which I would like to show you. So this is the converter, this one. I was trying to do a little hack and I tried to accommodate this converter inside the section, though it fits here properly, but the barrel just won't allow to adjust because there's no space in the barrel and it doesn't go far enough. So this is the another con, but overall it's a nice cheap pen, workable pen which is available for school students. The best one can get in 40 bucks. So guys, that's all for now. Let's move on to see how it writes. And I hope my efforts so far is useful, and I switch to the writing impressions now. I am using the filled cartridge with Bril ink, Bril green. This one I'm using it with Bril green instead of this pre-filled blue colored ink that came with the pen. So now let us check the performance of the nib, and let's go. So this is the ink that I have filled it with Bril green. So let's check out how it performs. So let me zoom in a bit and let's see. So, Classmate Octane. This is a regular notebook paper, and as you can see, there's no issue of ink flow. Ink flow is pretty much uh, smooth and constant, and it's slightly on a drier side. If you can see this, it writes pretty much dry. And let's check out the fast mode of writing. So no skips are there, no nothing, no issues of skipping is there. And if we talk about the reverse writing, let's check the reverse writing. so it doesn't support the reverse writing. It's not very scratchy, but there are so much of skipping is there, and no constant flow of ink is there while I am using it in reverse. So if we do the wetness test without any pressure, if you can see, it's pretty much dry, and if I apply a bit of pressure, then also it's not wet, it's very much dry. And the line variations, 1 2 3 4. So it gives slight variation in lines. As you can see, it writes in a medium broad way, not very much fine. And we can work a bit on tines, and I'm pretty much sure after tuning a bit it will produce good amount of line variations. So folks, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again with some other review of another pen, a new pen, a new review. And I hope you have enjoyed the review of this pen, and it happens to be useful for students and for those who really want to start with the fountain pens and still thinking about improving their writing. So I must say, if you are interested, you can go for this pen and can give it a chance. It's indeed a cheap pen in 40 bucks, not heavy at all on your pockets. So I take your leave now. That's all for now. I'll see you soon. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Stay safe. Vande Mataram. Har Har Mahadev.